name is Chris. I'm here with Tampa Bay Home Channel. Today we have a very special guest. Her name is Candice.shields. She's going to be talking to us a little bit about finance. It's nice to see you, Candice.
Nice to see you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being part of this. This is something new for you guys. I told you guys that I wanted to start doing videos related to anything that has to do with real estate or even construction. And obviously in real estate, one of the biggest part of real estate is finance. So today we have a lot of good topics, a lot of fun questions that we have for you guys. At the end of the video, you'll be able to go ahead and click below and reach out to Candice if you have any more questions about her products or services here in Tampa Bay. So the first question, Candice, is tell us a little bit about yourself and what made you want to get into the financial industry.
Well, my name's Candice.shields. I actually ended up here from Virginia Beach. I came to school here. And I started getting a little more involved in my community through my jobs out of college. I was teaching in Ybor City through AmeriCorps, and so I got to really dig in my heels and my roots to my community. Growing up, my stepdad was a CPA and a successful one. He's very tenured, but my family, we got to spend so much time together and do everything that we really wanted to because of that confidence and that stability that he had financially for us. I hate this answer already.
No, I think that's an amazing answer. Let me tell you why. Because I've seen so many families, focused on just work and not spend time together and not be able to give that time to the kids, while they're growing up. So I feel like that is just an amazing reason to go after that. Seriously, that's super cool. I like that. Very nice answer. Tell us a little bit about West Shore Financial.
So West Shore Financial is a financial planning firm. We work with our clients on retirement, investment, life insurance, anything really. We analyze their total financial picture and then make suggestions.
Okay.
And we really work on putting a lot of care into our clientele.
Wow, so basically you guys set up a package or a plan, whatever age that person may be, and you guys are pretty much telling them, hey, this is the best route for you to go, or this is what you should start doing.
Correct.
That kind of deal.
I think a lot of people don't know where to start.
Right.
And it's more like it's the more you know.
Right.
So even if it's someone coming to us and saying, hey, I don't know really where I'm going or what to do to start where I'm going, but this is where I want to be. So we take those goals and those aspirations and we build a plan to help that person or that family reach those goals.
Wow, I think that's an amazing answer. I mean, I've had so many clients, want to get into the real estate industry. They want to buy their first house. But obviously before you can even get to that level, there's, you have to have the finance, you have to have a plan, you have to have a structure. And you're right, like a lot of people don't know where to start, but reaching out to somebody who's in the finance industry is the right way. So that's pretty cool. Thank you. And again, you'll be able to find out more information about their company. I'll have the link below so you can check them out. They're located here in Tampa. Now, I would like for you, Candice, to talk a little bit about the current economy. What do you think people that are 30 years old, for example, what do you think that age group should be doing at this moment with the economy?
I think the economy is crazy right now.
Okay.
A lot of it's completely out of our control.
Right.
I think everyone that's 30 and under should be focusing on what they really want to do with their lives in the upcoming years. I think that building a plan towards something gives some sort of structure. And I think that those people should be saving for those goals and talking to people if they need help with the literacy of the financial world.
Right.
To better understand how to reach those goals.
Okay, so basically, like with everything going on, in this current situation, if you are at home and, either working from home or if you got laid off, maybe it's a good time to reevaluate yourself and what you're doing. I personally had a friend come over yesterday, and he was doing a side job for me. He got laid off from his company, and one of the things he said is, this has been hard for himself, but he looks at it like a blessing because now he's able to reorganize himself. He's like planning ahead for his own company that he wants to start. So, and I guess that's kind of like what you're hitting on is take this time to do something for yourself, to evaluate your own finances.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, very cool. I like that answer. So 30 years and older, I think that's something for us to be doing. I mean, and probably even older, right? Mm-hmm. But especially, for the younger crowd.
The earlier you understand finance and the earlier that you start to build a solid plan that you can follow, the better off you'll be long term, because your vision is already laser focused. Right. You've already done all of the trial and error periods.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So then you're able to really hone in on what you want and spend all that time focusing on that.
Right, and repairing or building or adjusting. I remember when I was like 18 or 17 years old, these things used to scare me, or I wasn't interested in it, I would see all these interest rate numbers. If you start saving at 20, this is how much you would make at 21, and I didn't get it, when professors used to tell me start saving. So, the earlier you start, the better.
I think that young people don't know that they have things to protect and things to grow in their own lives, because at that time you're invincible and you're not worried about, I'm going to buy a house later on in my life, you know. And I just think the earlier that you kind of understand that and can develop kind of a literacy around it and understanding around it, the further it'll take you in your further years, your later years in life.
That's so important, and that's so big, because I'm telling you, I have so many friends, even I myself, recently, I was caught up in trying to get a mortgage, and because I didn't necessarily plan things out the right way, I had to wait a couple of years, but if I would have had that guidance, from a financial planner when I was 21 or even 18, I think I would have gotten ahead in life in the real estate part of it. So young people, pay attention to this. The earlier you plan, the better you'll be better off later on. Now, what about some of our friends and, or adults that are 65 years and older? What do you think they should be focusing on if they don't have a financial plan at this time?
I think everyone definitely starts somewhere, and I think that's the scary part is, it's too late for me to get in, it's too late for me to understand that or to learn that. The older you get, I think the safer your investments. I think your risk tolerance goes down because you're a little older at that time. Those that are 60 and older, I think that they should be focusing on saving and really planning to enjoy the rest of their life, their retirement.
Of course.
So planning for that.
Okay.
But ultimately looking to enjoy their later years. Yes.
That's true.
They've worked hard for a long time.
Of course. Okay. And if you want to have, and if you have more questions and you want to find out more, then obviously, they would reach out to you, because it's more specific than, just go out and enjoy. You actually got to have a plan for sure. So what about college students? What are some things that they can start doing right now to prepare for their future?
I know, looking back personally, I wish I had, I played soccer at UT,
wow, okay.
So I was unable to do a lot of the internship and networking side of things that a lot of college students do. I think that that's key. I think college students that network within the field they are interested in or fields that they might be interested in, I think that really builds a sense of community around them and support system. So I think that college students should be learning about themselves and what they plan to do later in life, but they should also be networking with other people around them.
Wow, that's big, networking. Because then you can meet the right person that could just put you in the right path.
Exactly. My first internship was a friend of my college professor's.
Wow.
So it's a very small community here as well. So the more people you know, get your face out there.
Right. The better. You hear that, college students? Go out there. Internships, super big. Networking. I'm almost 30. Even on to today, I still encounter a lot of the people that I met during my internship years, and I still have professors that I reach out to, and they just, they give me guidance and they tell me the right things. So. For sure. What about adults? What are some things that some adults should be doing right now at this moment with everything going on with the virus situation economically? You see people running out and spending all their money on groceries or on toilet paper. What do you think adults should be doing at this time, like with their finances?
I think that this has opened a lot of people's eyes to how much money we do spend on eating out or, going to the movies, different things. I think adults should be evaluating the habits that they have financially now. Okay. And then, maybe even looking to, I think they should also be looking to educate themselves on what it looks like to have a financial plan for yourself, your spouse, your family, because ultimately finance is what makes the world go round.
Right.
So having confidence around finance will change your entire life. Wow. It will give you the freedom to, if you have an opportunity that comes up to you, this is a very bad situation that we're in, but say a very good situation presented itself to you. Are you able to seize that opportunity because you have financially prepared yourself for that opportunity? So taking the time to prepare ahead of time for something good or bad that would happen. Yes.
Oh, I like that answer. That's a very good answer. How much money do you think someone should save up, for example, for like rent or mortgages or even groceries? Like in a moment like now where a lot of people within a matter of weeks were just laid off and thrown into this scene or situation they didn't anticipate or expect. How much do you think we should have in our saving account to prepare for, our bills that are very important?
So I'd say a lot of people would say 6 months.
Okay.
Of your bills, and that's recurring bills. That's not eating out.
Right.
So I think that 6 months of recurring. Okay. I think that having 6 months saved in the savings account would be about right. However, with this situation, a lot of people are really unsure how long this is going to take.
Right.
So I think ultimately our high goal would be to have a year of annual income saved in an account.
Wow.
Now, that's a lot, but if you have a liquid account, which means that you have access to it tax-free, then it's yours.
Right.
It's in your control. I think a lot of us have been hit by our retirement funds being beaten down by this virus, and it's out of your control. Right. So I think diversifying that savings in different areas, different buckets, that way when one is hit, it doesn't completely crash your whole plan that you've already put together for yourself.
Wow, that's key. And I think people will definitely need to reach out to you if they want to understand a little bit more when you say that diversifying your funds and making sure that just one part of your account doesn't get hit. When you have your 401ks and these other type of retirement and savings accounts, they get hit, they get affected. But if you have enough money saved up in some type of saving account where it's liquefied, like you said, then you're safe, for the most part, right? So that's a very good topic that people need to venture on a little bit more. She mentioned saving up to at least 6 months. I think is the norm of whatever bills you have. But even if you can get up to a whole year's of income and have that saved and be able to pay all your bills, for a year, I think that's just key. Because like you said, we don't really know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't really know how long this is going to affect us, and there isn't always going to be a stimulus package either. There isn't always going to be another bill that's going to be signed to save us. So that's a really good answer. Now let me ask you this: for people who may be interested in reaching out to you for more financial questions, what would you say makes your service and your company different than the other financial firms out here in Tampa?
I think Western Financial really takes the time to understand our clients. We take them through a very unique process. It's very education oriented, and it's more so understanding your hopes and dreams for yourself and then systematically saving in a way that we can help you build a plan to reach those goals. It's whatever individually you're comfortable with. Everyone has different risk tolerances. everyone has different lifestyles they plan to live
Right.
or choose to live, and that's okay.
Right.
And everyone starts where they start. I think that taking a small step towards investing in yourself and your future is really a huge deal. I think that's a huge success, is taking small steps towards that.
Wow, that's a very, very good answer, and I like that. Candice, thank you so much for being with us here today, and just taking time, with all the things going on, and being here with me while we're also being safe, as safe as we can be. Thank you so much for being here. Seriously, there's so many people from specifically the community where I grew up in that wish that they can meet someone like you, or can even just go on YouTube and learn a little bit more about how they can change their life or change the life of their kids and kind of educate them. So, this is big what you're doing, and I see that there's a deep personal reason why you're doing this. And I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Guys, and just so you know, obviously this is a real estate and construction channel. This is where it starts. A lot of you want to get into real estate. A lot of you want to buy your first house. You want to be an investor. The possibilities are endless in real estate, but it starts with here. It starts with the financial planning part of it. You can't buy real estate if you don't plan for it financially. There are other ways to buy real estate, and we'll talk about that in other videos, such as wholesaling. But for now, financial planning is definitely the safe route. Thank you so much. Please hit like and share, and be ready for the next video. Thank you guys. Thank you, Candice.
Everybody.
Bye.